Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Jakin' Off. It's me, Jakin'. And this is my podcast. Welcome to another episode of my podcast. Today I'm joined by my very good friend, one of my best friends in the world and fellow comedian. It's Evan Christian Goldt, everybody. Give him a round of applause.
Hi. Hello.
Come on, give it up for Evan, guys. You guys got a little more than that.
You can do more than that, kid.
Come on, you're Chiefs and Royals fans. Let them.
We're my sporting KC heads.
Dude, you know what I am excited about is there's that new women's soccer team.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, have you seen it?
No, but
they have cool colors.
Yeah,
their
that's
jerseys are like electric, kind of like blue, and not like a dark red, but like sort of like a light, like cherry red kind of color. It's really cool.
That's kind of exciting.
It's pretty fly.
Yeah.
And
I love
next season,
I would love a good jersey.
Dude, next season their stadium is going to be down at Berkeley Riverfront Park.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No
it's
shade.
like super accessible.
No shade to the Chiefs as a team or
Yeah.
an entity or an organization,
Yeah.
but red and yellow is some ketchup and mustard shit. You know what I mean?
Dude.
I don't like wearing Chiefs gear most of the time.
I don't co-sign on that at all.
That's
dude.
fine. That's fine.
You know,
Agree to
it's all
disagree.
right.
I just think red yellow is a whack color combo.
I do
personally.
think that if
I
on
can't-
any other team, I hate it. On any other team besides the one that I love, I hate it.
But for the Chiefs, it works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they can, dude. They can. Rock
I've
it.
seen incredible Chiefs like clothing.
Yeah.
I've seen incredible Chiefs like sculpture. You know, we had
Yeah.
like Chief ornaments and stuff like Chief Santa and stuff like that. And sometimes they get the colors right. It's like a nicer, maybe more muted red, or the yellow's a little more like gold shaded. But when it's just that like cheap fucking bottle of ketchup, bottle of mustard ass red and yellow, I'm just dude, this looks like shit.
Yeah. I have a dope yellow Patrick Mahomes jersey that I like.
That's
a lot.
cool. Yellow's my favorite color.
It's
That's
like
why I
inverted.
hate it when they get it wrong.
It's like inverted. It's like
That's cool.
Solid yellow and then the red like highlights.
Yeah, like the anti-flash.
Jenny got it for me for Christmas. The what?
I'm not sure if that's his name, but there's like a bad guy version of Flash, the superhero,
Oh,
and he's yellow.
anti-flash.
Yeah.
I thought you said anti-flesh. I was like,
Anti-flesh.
whoa. I was like, what is that? Anti-flesh.
That's just skin in like negative. You know when you go on like MS Paint and put things in negative or whatever. That's anti-flash. That white color. It's like no, we turn like blue. Don't we turn like dark blue?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude, we're at my apartment right now. Are there still a bunch of people? I didn't see you when I came down and let you in. Are there still a bunch of people playing intramural sports?
I didn't come
over
up
there?
by the park. I went straight
really?
up and turned right onto whatever
Dude,
that one
earlier
is.
down here, it was packed by my apartment. I live right near a park.
A really good park.
Hey, dude, let's not say too much, all right? We don't want anybody showing up here and jerking off on my car or whatever.
He lives next door to Jurassic Park. It's cool. I don't know why he doesn't
dude.
brag about it all the time.
But there are a bunch of like adult intramural sports people over
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Like hundreds and hundreds, you know?
We've played sports out there.
Yeah, we've played sports over there, but this is like an organization.
I pulled something
Yeah.
falling down that hill.
Oh yeah.
You
I
remember
forgot that you fell down
I like
the hill.
slipped down the hill and like slid for a while. I pulled something in my ass. It hurt. It was bad. I'm not very coordinated.
Yeah, dude, you are one of my more hurt friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I have like some friends that are like just constantly sort of like injured in some way. It's you and Dustin Slintz for very different reasons.
Yeah.
Because
He's
gets
partying.
injured because no.
He's partying hard.
He's like playing basketball.
Well, sure.
He's like playing like full court basketball.
I've also
like,
seen that
every
guy
week.
take like a chainsaw to a piece of wood at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
drunk.
dude.
Like,
Come on, his neighbor does meth. It's fine. You can do that.
Yeah. There's worse things to do at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
on
come
Dustin
on,
Street.
come on, dude. What a man? What a man can't drunkenly handle a chainsaw anymore.
No, he did great.
At
He did a
3
great
a.m.?
job.
Yeah, no, he
got an
nailed
applause
it, dude.
break.
Yeah, it was great. But he, he gets like sports injuries.
Yeah, right.
He like tore his ACL at like 30 years old or something playing pickup basketball.
Nah, man, built different.
Yeah, my man is built different, dude. But yeah, you are one of my more hurt friends.
I'm a
dude.
clumsy
You kind of
guy.
seem to always be injured.
I had 2 concussions as a kid, maybe 3.
You.
We just didn't go to the doctor for the 3rd one.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't as bad as the first 2. The first 2 were like, holy shit.
Like, this kid's different.
Yeah.
This kid's going to be different from here on out.
And then that 3rd one, it was just like, well, you know, I think I might walk this one off.
Your parents took you to the hospital for one of your concussions?
2.
Really?
Yeah.
Both of them?
The first one, I bumped heads with another kid playing basketball. We were both looking at our feet and running the wrong ways, and we just conked heads pretty hard. I threw up on my sister's pants in the car.
Nice,
Fuck
dude.
Yeah, dude. And then I got that.
Sounds like my kind of party, dude.
Right, exactly. That was my first experience.
I can't tell you how often I've searched kids puking on other kids.
Yeah, instead of like bum fights, it's just like kid pukes, and it's just like found footage of kids puking on shit. Yeah.
Gross.
That's great. That would be the
Alright,
cover
dude.
too. Me puking on my sister's lap. That's just a funny image. You know what I mean? That's funny.
Yeah, you got a concussion. You puked on your sister in the car on the way to the hospital.
Got a CAT scan.
Dude, was everybody like, "Oh my God, Evan's gonna die! Like he's gonna be a vegetable"?
No.
Oh, really?
I remember, you know, my mom is like really anti-anxiety. My dad's
really?
like super hypochondriac-y
Yeah.
and so I take after him in these ways. And my mom is just like, calm, everything's gonna be fine. Just like chill out. Fucking here's a pill. Fucking calm down.
Take a pill.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, your mom sounds like the man.
Mother's little helper.
Dude,
That Rolling Stone song?
In the words of Kid Rock, wear your mask, take your pills. Now our whole generation is mentally ill. Just take your pill, dude. Your
Let's
mom,
go, Brandon.
dude.
That's that same song? Or does he say fuck
Yeah,
Brandon?
that is from We the People. He
Yeah.
says, "Let's go, Brandon."
Yeah.
He doesn't. He won't say "fuck Joe Biden." That's the weird part about it. Is like it's dude. This whole like song is about how he like nobody can tell him what the fuck to do, and he says "fuck" in the song, and like says a whole bunch of like inflammatory shit. But like for some reason, instead of just saying "fuck Joe Biden," the song is "Let's Go, Brandon." And the thing is, I honestly believe. If you made the song "Fuck Joe Biden," that's a bop, dude.
Yeah.
That's a hit. I've listened to it.
Let's Go,
like,
Brandon does sound so infantile, and it's just
it's juvenile. It's just not. I've said this from the beginning. It's just not.
it doesn't slap.
It doesn't slap, dude. It doesn't hit.
It's not
bro.
funny. It's not funny.
We're getting to it though. We're gonna get to. It's gonna start to be funny again.
Well,
because
it's
the
like
election is
it's like how
coming,
my
dude.
wife is funny.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
It's how like dabbing right now is hilarious to me. I love dabbing in the year 2023.
Yes.
I might start planking any moment. But fucking, I just think like, Let's Go, Brandon's not funny. It's gotta,
Dude, 1 second. I have to do something.
it'll only be funny once the people who thought it was cool are embarrassed by it.
But we were talking about.
Let's Go, Brandon being lame and not funny.
We were talking about Let's Go, Brandon being lame and not funny, but I think that we're gonna start to get. It's gonna start to get funny again, dude.
Yeah, I know.
The election is heating up, and they're fucking getting zany. I have something to play you.
Oh,
And so this
all this
is
shit horrifies me.
dude. This is really funny.
I'm really unplugged lately because I watch stuff like this that you laugh at, and I'm just like, they're gonna fucking kill me with a chainsaw with a fucking crucifix as a handle. Somebody.
No, I genuinely think that this is like good.
Okay.
Like this is legitimately the funniest thing that I've ever seen.
Neat.
Hold on.
Okay. The last Donald Trump thing you showed me was hilarious. The farmers thing.
Oh, yeah.
Talked about on the pod.
Yeah, last episode, dude. Check it out. But this is just a little song for you. So here it is.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, it says supporting prisoners, some prisoners who were denied their constitutional rights. So the thing the thing that you have to understand about that song is that it is by Donald Trump and the J6 prison choir. So this is like the equivalent. The reason why it sounds so fucked up is it's the equivalent of like a prison mixtape for the January 6th rioters that got arrested.
Wait, Donald Trump was involved in that choir?
Yeah, dude. What do you think? They just had him saying the Pledge of Allegiance some other time so eloquently?
So they had, maybe they had it on. So wait, you're telling me?
I'm pretty sure.
You're telling me that
like they got him in the booth.
The ex-president Donald
J. Trump,
openly collaborated in a choir rendition of this song with the people from the January 6th that are in prison?
I don't know if he openly I mean, he had to in some way have allowed it. I mean, they're using his voice and his likeness and stuff. So
are they making money off of it? Does he have to?
Yeah, it's on like Spotify and stuff. But maybe all the proceeds go to the January 6th prisoners. Have you not heard that before?
What, that song?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, I feel like I live in a weird world. You know, sometimes because I like see that stuff, but the people who I'm seeing post it now at this point are people who are like, check out this awesome song.
Oh, no.
You know?
Like who?
Oh, that was the Hodge twins posted that video. So that's just like a music video that somebody else made for it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's on Spotify.
Okay.
They're like right-wing talky guys. They're twins. They're big buff boys. They're really big buff boys, dude. These are the guys.
Sound.
You've never seen these guys?
No, dude. I count myself. Maybe I have noticed these guys once.
You for sure probably seen them. I mean, they have 1.9 million followers.
Comedians. That's
yeah,
great.
dude. Anybody can use that term.
Yeah.
Anybody can use the term comedian, dude, but not everybody can use the term prison choir. Can you imagine being like the audio guy that got hired? They're like, all right, dude, we're gonna make a lot of money with this one, but it's gonna suck. Here's the deal. You are gonna go to the DC jail and record the prisoners from the January 6th riot singing the national anthem.
Yeah, that's a fun day in the booth. That's a real lively bunch, you know?
Turn my headphones up.
Louder.
Dude, but it's funny. It is funny, like, given this moment, because
Is Jay Johnston amongst them?
Jay Johnston.
Oh, is that his name? He was in Bob's Burgers and Mr. Show and the Sarah Silverman
Oh
program.
no, I know the guy that you're talking about.
Jay
yeah.
something, but he was at the
He went to
riots.
January
I wonder if he's in the
6th,
choir. He can sing.
There are a lot of people there, dude.
He might
There
be
are
in
a
the
lot of
choir.
people there.
I'd be really curious.
You know, as strange as it sounds, there are a lot of people there that a lot of the people there are like I'm somewhat sympathetic towards. Not in the way that I don't think that they deserve to be punished.
I understand, because I've
or
seen
anything.
the HBO. I saw the All Grass No Breaks documentary,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think that, like, you know, whatever you want to say about that guy, but the fucking, you know, the point was made well that,
Yeah.
like, these people are very susceptible, and
Yeah.
they've been duped into shit by con men and fucking
Yeah, for sure.
like, and not just con men, but like incendiary fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I understand, like, yeah, it's like the same way that I feel bad for a kid who's too stupid to not, like, electrocute himself or whatever. It's like, it's still like, dude, you can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I feel bad for you, but it's like, don't do that. Like, it's
I think that I completely agree, and that's kind of what I was getting at, right? Is like a lot of these people. So I don't feel sympathetic towards them in most, like, generally, like especially the sort of average demographic of people who were there, because a lot of people view, like, super Trump Republicans in this way where they're like, oh, those are, like, rural, like, poor people, or, like, you know, like something like that. But actually,
they can all afford to fucking show up somewhere.
Right. And most of them are, like, they're actually, like, really, like, upper middle class, like, educated, wealthier people and stuff that, like you said,
dude,
have
I
the
lived in
resources and
Lewisburg.
stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
I know people like this.
Right. No, exactly.
They own land.
Yeah. And
they
so
love Trump.
I'm not really that sympathetic towards them in that sense, but I am sympathetic towards them in the sense that, like, they have been, like, completely tricked and just, like, taken advantage of and really exploited for, like, a lot of their money, which is kind of sad. But I would also like to dog whistle them. Come on, check out this podcast, dude. Get in here. I'm blowing my dog whistle. I want listeners. I love Trump, dude.
I just I don't know. I would love for them to change their minds.
No, 100%. I actually, like, one thing that I think about with this podcast is, like, I want to talk about things that are accessible to, like, people who maybe have been, like, tricked or duped or something like that.
Interesting.
Because I think that a big thing that gets overlooked by a lot of just a lot of people in just mainstream life in general, and, like, the way that a lot of, like, normal people think about super duper pilled motherfuckers is, like, that they're, like, beyond help, or, like, you know, that they are all, like, Nazis or, like, something like that. But that's just, like, not the case.
I think I feel like I knew people in high school that are susceptible to exactly this kind of
100%.
shit, who are in their interpersonal life, like, nice, decent people.
Yeah.
And it's like, the whole thing, to me, it is a matter of, like, they're being sold something.
Yes.
And it's like they become, like, YouTube addicts. You know, that's where it starts. A lot of people are really casual about their beliefs. Pilled people more than any people, like conspiracy people, and that they are way more casual about their beliefs and really don't seem to actually hold that belief very tightly. I think they just like to feel like they're in a conversation. Like a guy I'm thinking of, it's just like he likes to play the fucking contrarian person, and he's fucking dumb. He's really dumb. So it's really easy to talk him out of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't see him anymore. I don't hang out with him, so it's like he doesn't know.
Yeah. As much as I, like, joke and, like, kid about it, it really is, though, like, sad in a lot of ways to me. Because, right, like, we all know people exactly like who you're talking about who are, like, contrarian for just the sake of it.
Yeah.
Just the sake of being contrarian.
They just think it's fun to argue.
Yeah.
And it's annoying.
I get that. I a little bit can be that way.
I hear
sometimes. I think that everybody
it's not
can.
like I've never done that. Yeah.
I can definitely be that. But at the same time, I also think that I don't try to, like, argue too much about stuff that I don't know about.
That's kind of
You
what
know
it
what I
comes down
mean?
to for me too. I saw
Yeah.
this bit. I think it's Zoltan Kazaz.
Yeah,
comedian.
yeah.
I think he has this bit that I saw where he was talking about like his friends that didn't get vaccinated, like judging him for getting vaccinated. And he's like, dude, we both know the same amount of shit. Like, I don't know anything about this.
Right.
I just listen to the experts, and you listen to your guy. I chose like scientists and doctors, and you chose your karate sensei.
Dude, no, that's
Like,
really funny, and that is true though too.
That is really what it comes down to. It's just who do we actually feel like has our best interests, and like who do we actually like kind of put our stake and our trust in. And yeah, a lot of people are like upsettingly, understandingly skeptical of any information coming from any kind of authority figure.
Yeah, 100%.
And so finding the kind of anti-authority figures that a lot of these kinds of like conservative and like weird like Alex Jonesy people like sell them is just like, it sounds like it tickles that contrarian part of their brain, and it tickles that part of them that's just like, you know, doesn't want to get duped.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think a big part of it for a lot of these people is it's like, it's their community that they like have become ingrained into.
Who do they work with?
Yeah.
Who do they go to church with? Who are their family members?
Well, I think that for a lot of them, like, they end up, like, the answer to that ends up being they don't have a job anymore sometimes. Like, for the people who get into it, like, super hard, it destroys their lives, you know? And, like, they get taken advantage of by, like, a lot of these people. Donald Trump, even himself, like, you know, just giving them, like, tons and tons of money and like almost like tithing like for the church.
No, it's very much like that.
Yeah, it's
and I
weird.
do
It's
think
religious. It's like a dogmatic belief.
I think that pops up in a lot of areas of society, and I feel like there was this mass exodus from religion in this country.
Yeah,
like our generation really walked heavily away from religion in a way that hadn't happened ever from what, you know, and so I see it in myself, and I see it in all sorts of fucking people who were raised with religion. They are always looking for something else to fill the hole in a weird way, and something else to kind of like give their personality to.
Yeah,
you see it in comedy, you see it in fucking people's jobs, you see it in in worse stuff where people get susceptible to like cult stuff and even this kind of stuff. People replace religion with like being hipsters.
Yes,
they're like religiously fucking partition.
People replace
music.
it with a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
and I think that a lot of that the reason for that is because in like for a long time in traditional mainstream society, like for many people, the center of their social world and everything was their like church life, you know, and that was like the center part of like, a lot of towns
that are in my life because of my
That's interesting.
life in church.
I think you know this about me, but I didn't like grow up like that, like very religious and stuff.
And I got a really like and you know this about me, I got the most mild, like relaxing, like non-traumatic
you got,
version
like,
of
very,
Christianity. Super liberal and like fucking just relaxed and like no guilt, no hell. You know?
Your mom's just like a nice lady who's like, I think I might be a communist.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, it's funny though, because that January 6th Prisoner Choir like mixtape song thing is really funny because Trump got indicted.
Yes.
And now I don't think that he's actually going to go to jail. And I also think that honestly indicting him for paying hush money to a porn star
is
like kind of actually like going to help him a lot, because there's like a million fucking 50-plus-year-old white dudes who are out there right now in like fucking camo hats and cut off like Harley Davidson t-shirts with the sleeves cut off that are just like, I'd fucking pay hush money to that porn star too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And
like,
also
they're like, this just makes them more like me.
Also, it feeds into that narrative of like, women take advantage of powerful men.
Yeah,
they lie about stuff for money. Like it feeds into that. Like, and
for
it's
sure.
Like,
I think that, you know what I think with this, it also too will precipitate is they're gonna be like, oh, okay, so paying hush money to people is off the table for politicians now. Like that's like the Rubicon has been crossed of being able to arrest people for that.
Yeah,
a lot of fucking people are probably gonna get arrested. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna happen. It's not as if they're doing this in a fucking vacuum.
Yeah,
you know?
that's quite the precedent to set.
100% guarantee you that there are plenty of politicians or like, you know, higher ups in companies and like lobbying firms and shit like that who are fucking paying some hush money, and a lot of that kind of shit will probably end up coming out, which will be interesting to see. But the thing that I was thinking of that is going to be funny, obviously Donald Trump never gonna like see any jail time probably ever for anything. I don't believe it for a second, but if he did, it'd be really funny to like be his cellmate. You know, because you know that put
it's
him
with
like
a Latin king,
dude. It's gonna be like some guy who's been in there for 20 plus. Hasn't had a visitor in 10 years, and the first day is Donald Trump's cellmate. He gets a visitor, and it's Hillary Clinton. She's like, hey, we want you to make him hang himself.
Yeah, we're about to have you kill himself.
But dude, would you do it?
I love the idea of
would
Hillary
you do it?
Would I kill Donald Trump?
Your
if I were
cellmate,
a
Donald
cellmate?
Trump. It's a hypothetical.
What am I in for?
You're okay. So you've been in for 20 years. You have 10 years left. I don't know what you
my
did.
age right now.
I don't know what you did. You can make up the crime. You can choose the crime. You went in. You go in. I was gonna say 20 years ago, but you'd be like 10 years old.
Yeah. I did some bad shit. They knew I meant it.
You're staring at 10 more years in prison.
Sure.
From right now.
Sure.
And you're Donald Trump's cellmate, and they're like, "Hey, dude, we want you to Epstein him." That's that dog whistle I was talking about. We want you to Epstein him. But do you do it? They're like, "Well, you won't do another day." Would you do it? Or here's the thing. Would you go to Donald Trump and strike a deal with him? He likes to deal. Would you be like, "Hey man, look, here's what's going down"?
No, look, if they gave me a really anxiety-proof method of like doing the procedure of like killing him and like stringing him up and like if they were like, "We ensure you that this fabric will hold his weight and the autopsy will say that like if they have this pill, we'll give him this, but it will look like it was caused by if it's like really thorough and anxiety proof and like hassle free, yeah, I do it. But if it's like you got to figure it out, I'm like, no, they're gonna figure out I did it. Like
yeah,
like,
no, 100%. See, that's what I would be concerned about.
Yeah, they're gonna
and
know
that's why I
did
think I'm going back to my celly, Donald Trump, and I'd be like, "Hey, dude, here's the deal. I don't like you very much, not at all, really, but I got an offer, and I'm thinking." Donald Trump, Art of the Deal. He wrote the book on this kind of thing. Let's see what he's got. Because there's a chance, dude. You know that guy could win. That guy could win an election from prison.
If I could exchange like sexual favors with him, maybe he's thick. That dumper, you seen that thing in the golf shorts, dude? He's got it. He's got that shape.
Dude.
Seeing that guy bent over would be quite the sight. It'd be quite the sight. You know, hygiene not with, like hopefully he's got stuff taken care of. I would hope Donald Trump owns a bidet. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Gets a wax every now and then. You know,
Donald Trump
keeps
is
it nice for
not getting his fucking ass waxed, bro.
Dude, come on. Yeah, he is.
Dude, that guy
Look at
is
that tan.
not getting
Look at that
waxed,
tan.
dude.
It's complimentary.
No way.
He doesn't pass up a free
No
thing.
way. Complimentary.
It's complimentary with the tans. They get him in the bed.
They
They get him in the
actually
bed,
do
and he
that.
gets a full base. He takes his fucking whole thing off. You know what I mean? He's getting in the bed, ass out, and so they're like, "We would love to take the hair off your asshole."
You would love to.
Yeah, we'd love to.
Love
And he's like,
to.
"Do it." Fine.
They said, "We'd love to take your hair off your asshole." I said, "Great."
I loved it.
I loved it. It was
Really, it's
perfect.
bad to have hair back there. You're leaving fecal matter. You're leaving fecal matter on the hair. You know that you are. The less hair, the less fecal matter stays there. You know you itch. You don't have to itch. I never itch. I take care.
Dude. What do you think it would be like living with Donald Trump in a prison cell day to day, dude? You're just like,
I can't imagine the number of times I would scream at him to shut the fuck up. Like, I can't imagine how often I would just be like, I don't want to hear a single fucking word more, dude. I'm not entertained at all anymore. It was funny for a minute. And then it was not funny, and then it was funny again. It's one of the, you know what I mean? It went up and down because he's been talking for hours. You know what I mean? You're not getting a word in, you know. And so, like 3-4 hours into this, I think I'd just be like, dude, I will put my hands on you. Shut the fuck up.
I will put my hands on you. It's Donald Trump. Dude, you think he's backing
70
down?
fucking
You
something?
think he's backing
He's
down
like
that
70
easy,
fucking
dude?
years old, dude.
You think you beat him, dude? You think you beat his ass?
Oh, easily.
All right.
You trip him.
You trip him. Dude.
Literally just
That's
trip
how
him.
you're gonna do it.
There's no way that dude stands like at a fucking 45-degree angle when he's standing straight.
yeah.
Like,
He,
if I
leans
just
really
literally
far
like
forward.
just tip him from behind,
Yeah.
he's fucking on the ground. He's fucking what, 300 plus pounds, you know what I mean?
Dang, dude, you think he's that? Well, he's really tall, dude.
He's 300 plus pounds.
He's really tall.
No doubt in my mind
he
that
probably
guy weighs
is.
like
He's
300
really
pounds.
tall though.
Yeah.
He's like 6'5".
Yeah, so he falls hard.
Dude.
He's going to break
I
a
don't
hip
know,
or
bro.
something. He's 70-something years old.
Who knows?
I know.
Who knows, dude? What if he strikes you quick?
For the
Dude,
listeners
I saw-
at home,
I saw-
I gave Jake a knowing glance of, come on.
I saw a picture of him on the side of a bus with his shirt off when I went and saw Mike Lindell in Wisconsin. He looked like Rocky, dude. He looked like Rocky from the movie Rocky. It was because he was photoshopped on Rocky's body, but
I used to deliver to a house in Olathe that had that flag.
oh yeah, dude.
They had a Trump
The
2020
Trump
flag, and it's him
with
on
the
Rambo.
Rocky.
I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
sure.
yeah. That's sick, dude.
Gotta love Olathe. Shout out to
Yeah.
Olathe,
Yeah.
the Johnson County jewel.
Thanks, Olathe. Thanks a lot, dude. Here is okay. Well, we'll move on from talking about Donald Trump, dude. We let him have it too hard. We took it. We were a little. We took it a little too tough on Donald back there, dude. You said you'd kill him.
Well, you said you'd strike a deal with him.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I resorted to non-violence, dude.
You know, I said
Sorry,
I'd
I
only do if it was hassle-free. I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, at that point, it's like,
Convenient.
all right, these people are thorough. You know, to me, if they made it that hassle-free that I'd be comfortable doing it, like, to
Yeah.
me, I'm like, all right, these people are fucking resourceful. If I
Yeah.
say no, they'll figure me out. You know,
Yeah.
like, so I
No, I
better
get
just
it,
do what
dude.
they say.
Dude, you don't have to justify yourself to me.
I kind of feel like I did a little bit. I kind of feel like you put me in a position where I did. I have to judge myself.
Hey, dude, that's because I'm a good host. All right, dude. This next news article I found is from CBC News, and I'm gonna read you.
CBC, is that the shopping network thing?
No. It's like British BBC.
Oh.
It's like the Canadian Broadcast Network.
Oh, Canadian BBC.
Yeah, Canadian BBC. Canadian BBC sounds like a funny
Porn category?
porn category.
They all have fucking the Mountie hats on. And they're thick as fuck.
The title of this artitle is
Canadian big beautiful Canucks. Right? That's what they call themselves? Canucks?
Dude, rescue underway for pod of dolphins stranded by ice in Dildo Cove. So basically the article is like, it's just about these dolphins who are stranded by ice. Some of them died. Some of them died.
It was really funny. When you first said it, I thought for a second you were saying ISIS. I was like, what kind of fucking like
Dude,
Captain
they're
Planet?
they're like, dolphins freeze.
What kind of like, I was like, what kind of like Captain Planet bad guy shit is like, we're holding the nation's
Dude, I love
dolphins
the idea.
captive.
I love the idea of like them doing like a beheading video with a dolphin. They're like, where is his neck?
Just cut below the mouth. Just go below the jaw.
Dude. But basically, yeah, the story is pretty straightforward, dude. Some dolphins got trapped by ice. There were 10 of them. They saved it. But the thing that obviously stood out to me about this one is that there's a place called Dildo Cove, which sounds like it's like slang for a pussy. Like, that's what I wrote down is that sounds like what a white trash divorced lady who lives on a lake would call her pussy.
Yeah. Some lady in the Lake of the Ozarks was like, I'm taking a trip to Dildo Cove tonight.
There be Dildo Cove.
Dildo Cove sounds like a fucking like it's like the strip club inside of the Margaritaville. Taking a trip down to Dildo Cove.
Wishing away again down in Dildo Cove. Dude,
searching for my lost vibrator, yeah.
I was thinking of like if it was a beach, but instead of sand, it was just a bunch of dildos. Kids are making like dildo castles, and like there's like people go like horseback riding on the beach, and instead of like sand flying up when they're running really fast,
it's just
dildos like bouncing around.
And they flop. You know what I mean? They're floppy,
dude. They're like vibrating. Dildo Cove is so funny. It's in Newfoundland. Newfoundland.
What does dildo mean in Finnish?
I don't know, dude. It's not. They're fucking Canadian.
All right, let's
bro.
let's not think too hard.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
Hey, dude, stop looking over here, bro.
Oh, okay. Spoilers.
Don't get any
Spoilers.
Don't get any ideas. Dude.
I have bad eyesight. I need glasses. I can't read shit, dude.
Okay, that was just a quick laugh, dude. That was just
Dildo Cove.
Yeah.
Right.
This next one,
just a quick jaunt to
this
Dildo
next
Cove.
article I saw, I thought that this one would be a good one to talk about because I feel like my listeners probably have a similar question. This one is from MotorBiscuit.com. It's a car website. They do like car news and stuff. And the article, the headline is it really illegal to have sex in a car? It's a very hard-hitting piece of journalism. And it made me laugh really hard because the opening paragraph of it is the funniest thing that I've ever seen for like it's a fucking website with like car news, and it says people use cars for many different things.
Strong start.
Right. Along with simply driving to a destination, this includes hauling cargo, listening to music, a status symbol, going on relaxing drives, and having conversation with loved ones.
Murder.
Yeah, murder.
And most importantly, murder.
People use cars for many different reasons. Drive-by shootings.
Before we make fun of this article too hard, this is absolutely some shit I might Google. You know what I mean? In an anxious episode, I mean like, I'm only going to get in trouble.
Yeah. Could while you're having sex in a car? You're like,
yeah, I'm Googling it. Is this okay?
It says, and some people take things in a debaucherous direction by having sex in a vehicle. But is this against the law? Is it really illegal to have sex in a car? Do you know if it is?
I can't imagine that it is illegal to have sex in a vehicle for the sheer nature of a vehicle being like you can fuck in your car in your garage. How can they possibly stop you?
Can you? I don't know.
I'm about to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rent a garage. I don't give a shit.
Get a garage first
and fuck myself.
No, that literally.
I'm gonna go to Dildo Cove, bro.
Making my way to Dildo Cove.
Hanging out in my Jeep Liberty.
Some people think that there's a woman to blame, but I know
it's a dildo's fault.
It is exactly what you said, though. It's not illegal to have sex in the car per se. It just depends on where the car is.
Exactly, because if you're in public, you're in public.
Yeah.
But like, there's RVs. You have to be able to fuck in an RV.
Right.
How else would Aerosmith go on tour?
They go on tour in RVs?
I don't know.
That sounds like something they would do, dude.
Back in the day, who knows? I don't know anything.
Isn't Aerosmith, is that Steven Tyler?
Sure
and
is.
Didn't his daughter, he give away his daughter?
Give her away.
Didn't he give away his daughter to,
No,
to another person?
from what I understand, I actually just read this Wikipedia recently, weirdly enough, because I was looking into Liv Tyler. I was curious about her mom. I wanted to know if she was like a full-on nepotism baby or whatever. And it turns
Nepotism baby.
you don't know that term?
No.
That's like a big thing. Nepo baby. You Google it later. There's fucking YouTube
is it?
videos on YouTube videos. It's like people like Maude Apatow and fucking Maya Hawke, and there's like a real resurgence of famous people having kids that are like getting into acting and getting very successful very quickly.
Oh, I
baby.
understand what you're saying
Yeah,
now.
so-
I thought you were saying like babies that they had out of nepotism. I was like, what?
Like out of it.
Yeah.
My father demands your seed.
It's like, what the fuck, bro?
No. So I was just like curious to see like if Tyler's mom was famous, and she was a Playboy model. I think she was like a model back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
And what it turns out is that Steven Tyler was like, he was a terrible drug addict and like a bad guy in the 70s. So he got this lady pregnant, but she never told him.
He took
So
her
he
to
just
Dildo Cove. dude.
Yeah, he took her to Dildo Cove, bro. But no, she just didn't tell him about the baby, like consciously.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it turns out that this person ended up marrying. I'm pretty sure they were married. They were at least together long term. The musician Todd Rundgren.
Oh.
I don't want to work. I want to beg on the
Yeah, okay, I know that guy.
That guy more or less co-parented and raised Liv Tyler. That's who
Wow.
Liv Tyler like perceived as her dad until she was much older, and then like everything was revealed and she was introduced to this guy. But yeah, they're just not actually that. They don't know each other all that well until
Weird.
Armageddon era.
But she still went by Liv Tyler.
Yeah, because that's the name, Liv
Yeah.
Rundgren.
Yeah.
That's not
So
sexy.
that's why she decided to change it?
Liv Tyler can be an elf. Liv Rundgren has to be a fucking dwarf or something. You know what I mean?
What is she, like an actress or something?
Liv Tyler? Yeah, I'm saying she was an elf in Lord of the Rings. She's Arwen, I think.
What?
Aragorn's wife is Liv Tyler.
What?
That's she's in Armageddon.
No.
Yeah, you don't know Liv Tyler, bro?
No.
You're not being facetious right now?
I didn't know that was
She's
Liv
rather
Tyler. I didn't know
famous.
her name, dude.
Yeah, she's rather famous. She's rather
Get the
successful.
fuck
She's pretty
outta here,
talented.
dude. Steven Tyler's bastard daughter.
Yeah, dude. She's got
Bastard daughter is like rude of me to say, probably.
I don't know, dude. Game of Thrones, man.
Yeah,
Game
dude.
of Thrones rules.
Yeah, it changed the world, dude. It gave me new vocabulary.
Yeah, we're
words.
allowed to. A bastard.
If it pleases, sir,
I'm a bastard.
I would like to see Steven Tyler's bastard.
Live Snow. She's white as fuck.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
She's rather white.
Yep, that's a white lady.
Steven Tyler's not all that white.
Yeah.
He's like kind of not pale at all. What else is there? What else you got?
Well, hold
for
on.
me?
I want to show you this ad that I got when I was reading
Well,
that
how do we-
article about if it's illegal to have sex in a car. So if you're just listening to this, it's an ad that says uncontrolled gas. You probably have a parasite. And then in parentheses it says do this immediately. But then the picture is this lady doing like a yoga pose.
A really hard looking yoga
Yeah,
pose.
like she's got like her one foot on the ground and then her other foot is like stretched up next to her head and she's grabbing it with her hand.
And she more or less has a mushroom cloud coming
Yeah.
out of her ass.
Dude, yeah, just like a
Presumably,
big
it could be her
fart.
pussy.
Yeah, dude, she could be.
She could be queefing hard.
Yeah, it could be coming from the old dildo cove, dude.
Hey, let's be clear. Butthole can be Dildo Cove too. Okay?
Yeah, dude. Dildo cove could be
A mouth.
It could be a mouth, dude.
Dildo Cove. All sorts of things.
Oh, dude. Okay. We have two more things that I brought to talk about. This next thing is actually kind of heartwarming and nice. It's just a nice story. This Uber driver donated a kidney to a passenger that he had in his car.
Just like all at once.
Yeah,
Just in
like
the car. He's
during
like, take it here.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
cool.
I guess he just
Heard this
he,
guy
like-
out and was like,
Yeah, this guy got in his car. He was picking him up from a dialysis appointment.
wow, yeah, that's
And he was like, it was an act of God because I like really shouldn't have been going that direction anyways, but Uber just gave me a ride in that direction. He was like, huh, so much for convenient algorithms.
wow.
God still intervened. That's what he said in the thing. He is like, God changed the algorithm to
Good for
make
him.
it happen. But
Good
it's
for-
like, it's a nice story,
Yeah,
even
good
though
for
I think
him.
that that's totally bullshit.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's like total fucking bullshit, dude. Like, what a stupid fucking
I've heard
idiot.
of Ghost in the Machine, but the Holy Ghost in the Machine? Forget about it. That's cute. I think that's like one of those things. Like you pick a guy up from dialysis, it's not a pretty sight. They don't
Yeah.
look happy.
Yeah, no, my granny used to go to dialysis.
I think
I
both
went with her
both
sometimes.
my uncles
Yeah.
went to both my uncles that have passed away went to dialysis
Yeah,
beforehand,
dude.
if I'm not mistaken.
This guy that got the kidney was like 70 years old. He's like in his 70s.
Yeah.
And so there's kind of an aspect of me that's like, you know, maybe
Kind of a bum kidney.
Yeah, probably could have. Probably could have.
Like, come on, that's like that's like a Walmart cut of kidney.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You at least go to a Costco kidney. Come on, somebody in their 40s. You
But
know what I mean?
they were saying, and I never had considered this. They were saying that because of his age, it's hard for this guy to get a kidney. Because like, you know, he has to basically, his only hope is to find like a private donor.
Damn,
Isn't that fucked up? Kind of. But it makes sense. Like, it's just like
Yeah.
a hard reality.
well,
of the world.
yeah, because that's one of those things where like supply is what it is.
Yeah.
No amount of demand,
Yeah.
because it's just that's not how medicine works.
You
like,
can't.
At
You
that
can't.
level. And hopefully someday we'll have
Yeah.
like fucking artificial.
You can like
organs.
grow them in a lab.
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly.
They just approved the chicken that they grow in a lab. They're like, you can eat. You can like sell this now.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, I'll try it.
Harm-free. Like they're like, it is literally tastes like chicken
Structurally
because it
and
is chicken.
Yeah, I'm deeply intrigued.
Yeah,
I
me
wonder,
too.
would that eliminate like salmonella issues too? Is it like more safe than raw chicken?
I am sure that there are probably some aspects of it that make it like cleaner. And I mean, I'm sure that it'll be better for like the environment. I'm sure that it'll be better for
Right.
chickens.
Right.
For real, dude.
Yeah, isn't it weird though
Uh,
that like with chickens and cows, like we have like these, from what I understand, there's like these large subsections of these animals now that are like inbred into monstrosity, fucking like Orwellian versions of themselves, or
yeah,
not
dude.
Orwellian, fucking
Yeah.
Lovecraftian versions
Yeah.
of themselves, like these like enormous breasts they can't stand up
Yeah.
straight, like, and shit
Yeah.
like that, and like cows with like fucking
Right.
huge tits or whatever,
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
like.
massive mommy milkers.
So yeah, so I feel like a little bit it's this weird thing where like on a climate level, are we gonna have to fucking like do just like a full on genocide of like man-made mutants? You know what I mean? Like it seems that's
literally,
fucking
yes.
God. Whenever I think about factory
It's like
farming,
very Twilight Zone.
whenever I think about factory farming specifically, I think of that and I'm like, that might be the most like hellish, nightmarish
Yeah, dude.
thing that humanity
Yeah.
does outside of like slavery
Yeah.
to itself.
just like the streets will be running with
yeah.
the blood of millions of innocent
Yeah,
cows that
right,
were-
right.
and chickens. Dude, my my English teacher in high school told this story to us one time where she was like, because every year she would take her students to a Royals game.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And there's some kind of like factory farm ass shit somewhere over there. And they were like she was driving like a school bus and she was driving everybody back and they were like going to stop somewhere and they got kind of like lost and they ended up on this like entrance to this place and or, like this like land, and they said that they saw like a chicken that was literally like 5 feet tall or something, or like 4 feet tall. They were
Okay.
like, it was like really big.
All right. Fuck.
I don't know if I believe it, but she was
Turkeys
like,
get that big.
yeah, I mean, like, it was like a pretty big chicken, she said, and she was like, it was a chicken.
That's, yeah, that's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's really, it reminds me of
Yeah.
this fucking like conspiracy I heard about. Do you know on Ave, there's this church that puts on this elaborate light show, and they have like a FM station.
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
like, that you
It's like
turn
a
to.
car place now.
Oh, okay, sure, but
I
it's
think.
but for years it was this thing was this,
Maybe I'm thinking of a different place.
but the lights that were on, it's like and like ish. It's around
Yeah,
there. The lights were on this building that was like Research and Associates. You would park at the church, but the light show
Yeah,
was actually
It's an associate.
and Associates like
Yeah,
research
yeah.
or whatever.
It's a
and
medical research.
yeah, dude.
facility.
I had a friend that would always tell me like There's people on there. There's people under that building with like wings and shit. They're doing weird shit down there.
Really?
Yeah, he had this weird conspiracy. I don't know how seriously
That's
he was
so
taking
funny.
it, but it sticks in my head that I'm like, there's weird shit going on down at and Associates.
Yeah, I doubt that they're.
The X-Men are down there.
It would be really sick if there were people with wings in there.
No,
like,
because
they're like
then
they
they're
have
like
all
slaves.
the angels. They have all the angels in there.
They got him captive. That's fucked up. That's
yeah,
hellish.
dude. No, I mean I don't think it's sick that they're captured down there. Like we should.
It's sick that they exist.
Somebody
so we
should
should go
somebody should
liberate
go
the
save
winged
them.
men.
I'm gonna have to bleep out like where you said it was, and then I said the name of it too, because that way
'cause
nobody
that's
shows up and is like,
libel or whatever.
Jake and Off sent me.
Let the angels go.
I'm part of Jake Off Nation.
Are you Al Qaeda?
Dude, that would be horrifying. I don't want to do any terror. I don't want to encourage any terrorist attacks.
No, same. Of course, this is fucking
Yeah.
bullshit. But
Yeah,
it's just,
dude,
it's
we're
funny.
joking.
It's always tickled my brain.
There's no winged men under and Associates at a. It's another one of those dog whistles.
angel whistle.
Yeah, dude, angel whistle. Poteet. That's my whistle sound.
Did you say potate?
Boop beep.
Boop beep. Okay, yeah.
Boop deep. Pop pop.
Blow the whistle,
you do
baby.
gotta
Blow the whistle on it. Boop beep.
Dude, okay, so this last article that I have, this headline really grabbed me. Woman who survived Pennsylvania factory explosion said falling into vat of liquid chocolate saved her life. So, this lady, there was an explosion at a chocolate factory in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, some
And
people call the chocolate factory Dildo Cove.
Yeah.
Because it's Trump's
Cove.
asshole.
Yeah, dude.
Trump's hairless waxed asshole is the chocolate factory, a.k.a. Dildo
Trump's
Cove.
chocolate factory, dude.
There was an explosion. There is an explosion. I had to jump in a vat of chocolate.
Yeah, so the building was on fire and she was trapped, and she was seeing herself begin to catch on fire, and then the floor gave out and she fell into a vat of chocolate and it extinguished the fire and she lived. It sounds like it reminded me of when that kid in Willy Wonka falls
into the chocolate
tube,
river
and they're
or
like,
whatever.
Augustus, where is my Augustus?
Isn't that R. Kelly album called The Chocolate Factory?
What?
The remix to Ignition, I think, is on an album called The Chocolate Factory.
That's really sick.
It's the
yeah.
remix to Ignition. I'm falling in a vat of chocolate. I was on fire, but now I'm in this tank wishing.
Can you imagine? So I mean, the other sad part of it is 7 people did die. 7 other people who didn't fall in vats of chocolate.
Pour some out.
Yeah.
Some hot chocolate.
But obviously, like, it's corporate negligence. Like, these people,
Right.
they think it was a gas explosion, and this lady even was like, "We were saying that we smelled gas," and nobody checked on it. But it's just
Wonderful.
insane that she fell into a vat of chocolate. She was like, "My arm was on fire, and I fell in there, and it put it out."
That's amazing.
Isn't that fucking wild?
Yeah,
dude?
it's
Can you
so-
imagine, like, you
it's
like
very cartoonish to
you,
fall into a tank of chocolate for any reason.
Yeah.
But for it to be to put a fire out is quite like
yes.
like all right, Amanda Bynes or whatever. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? It seems very like all that s.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a whole thing where it was a guy that like was in a chocolate bathtub?
Probably, yeah. I mean, dude, it sounds zany. It's
Yeah.
wacky.
Yeah.
Is what it is. It's just straight up wacky. It's goofy.
Now, if Goofy had been there, it might have sounded something like,
Gorsh,
there's a fire.
Gorsh.
Gorsh, it's the remix to Ignition.
Gorsh. I'm in a big vat of chocolate. Gorsh.
Gorsh.
But yeah,
Deborah.
they found her like when they were digging through the rubble. She was just like in there,
Yeah.
just swimming around in chocolate.
300 pounds heavier,
Dude.
like just like full of chocolate. She has a straw in her mouth. It's like getting down to the last little puddle of chocolate by her, like her
Yeah.
her crotch or whatever. And she's like,
Yeah.
Oh, I just fell in this vat of chocolate. The straw fell with me. I don't know. It was terrible.
Oh, dude, I like, what a delicious way to die, I mean,
delicious
what a
way to not
live.
die.
Yeah, to not die. But if you gotta go, I feel like drowning in a vat of chocolate might not be the worst thing.
Right, it could be worse because they say when you drown, like drowning is like a relatively painless way to go because you lose consciousness really quickly from lack of oxygen or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, but you do that with the taste of like fucking salt water in your mouth. It probably tastes like shit and
Yeah,
piss and fucking
shit
sewage.
and piss and sewage. Dude,
yeah, but like you've drowned in some chocolate, you're like,
Yeah.
all right. I mean,
yeah,
this
dude.
is pretty tasty.
This
is pretty tasty. Oh,
delicious.
I'm asleep.
Yeah.
You know? Burns my nose a little bit, but I can't deny this tastes good in the mouth. All right, it feels good in Dildo Cove, if you know what I mean.
Oh, dude, let's check the time on this thing. I think we're good to wrap up, dude. This was a fun time, though.
I had a good one.
You had a good one?
Yeah, I'm
Is
happy.
there anything that you want to plug?
I would
What's
like.
your Instagram?
It's Evan C. Goldt.
Yeah, follow Evan on Instagram.
Evan C. Goldt. I'm the only Evan Christian Goldt in the world, I
Yeah.
think. So if you just type in Evan Christian Goldt into any search bar, you'll see things that I wish you wouldn't.
Yeah, dude.
And things I wish you did, like my Instagram.
Speaking of Dildo Cove,
Don't go to my Dildo OnlyFans.
your Instagram, you host multiple shows.
Yeah, Hot Waffle. Check out
Yeah.
Cool Baby for Hot Waffle announcements.
Yeah.
At Cool Baby Comedy on Instagram for announcements of Hot Waffle at the Mockingbird Lounge. Come to the 403 Club open mic every Monday at 8. And yeah, just follow me on Instagram. I post about everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Check him out. And as always, guys, thanks so much for tuning in to Jake and Off. Jake Offs, I love you. If you have anything you want me to look at, send it to jakeand.off.podcast@gmail.com. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you so much. Goodbye.